Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I promise to update daily and I would really appreciate the gesture. If you love this watch, you can see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. Today we are discussing a remarkably warm and elegant Rolex Oyster Perpetual Day-Date 40, a timepiece launched at Bezel World 2015, the successor to the Day-Date 2. The timepiece is a little bit more compact and a lot more elegant in its outright dimensions and proportions. It's different in both respects. On my 16cm circumference wrist, this Everose red gold 40mm watch sits easily. From lug to lug, it measures 47.4mm, and because of the pivoted end link of the new ceramic pin President bracelet, it doesn't project beyond the actual lugs themselves, so the lug to lug distance is true. 47.4 across the wrist is what you're going to get. The timepiece is slim, 12mm thick, so it'll slide easily under a dress cuff with that conical and fluted bezel, and then the spacing between the lugs is 21mm, so it has a wide planted stance. It looks like a contemporary watch. Let's get closer, because I teased some of the innovations of this new President bracelet, and indeed, the previous reference, the Day-Date 2, featured exactly one bracelet with ceramic coated pins. That was the Platinum model. For the Day-Date 40, all of the bracelets now feature pins coated with ceramic. The idea being that bracelet stretch on Rolex watches is caused by the wearing down of the pins that link the bracelets internally. Now those pins cannot wear down once ceramic coated because gold can't aggress against ceramic. It's too hard, so it maintains its tolerances over time. The solid links of this new President bracelet are so redoubtable that it easily feels up to sporting duty. It's substantial, sturdy, it inspires confidence, so you get the comfortable short individual links of the Jubilee bracelet and the souplesse that comes with that, but you also get the solidity of the Oyster with the iconic President design. The watch is nicknamed the President, but the bracelet properly is named the President. Polished outboard, satin flanks, polished centers. Jumping over to the crown clasp, you can see internally it's all of high polish. It features a beacon hook system, so the crown clasp no longer a simple shim for wrenching it up and then closing the system. Here it's now a lift lock trigger, so you actually have to unlatch it before you can open it. You can't simply pull it open, and that's one of the evolutions of later versions of the President, including this one. It is very secure. It is actually a trigger system, even though no triggers are visible. You can see the 5-point Rolex crown. When closed, it's the only visible sign of the partition point. You could note that all individual links that are removable are fixed by screws, no pin sleeves here. The case band is elegant, it's lithe, it's slim, it's sinuous, it's all of those things, and it's capped with a gold twin lock crown. 2 dots and gold, well, must be a twin lock. That's the signature of this crown type. It's all of high polish. It's not the squared off and sheer super case. That is an old school Rolex case design right there, and it's better for it. The bezel is faceted and completely unmolested. This watch has never been refinished, and you can see the cut gem-like dazzling sparkle of a Geneva Virgin Rolex bezel. Those fluted profiles always let you know that you're looking at a gold Rolex bezel. The dial is wonderfully warm and consonant with the color of the case. You can see it's a brown bronze Sunburst, and a remarkable one at that. There's a lot going on this dial. Outboard, there's a railroad track for the seconds and minutes, gilt style rose gold print on the dial, 5-point rose gold Rolex coronet, stylized, hand applied and polished, faceted Roman numerals, and you can see they use a watchmaker's 4 down at 4 o'clock. The hands at center are faceted down their center to provide better contrast against the base, and the Sunburst is explosive. Note that both the day and the date feature faceted apertures to ease the transition from the plane of the dial down to the individual windows, and the Cyclops eye, as it does on the 41mm Datejust, wears far better and with greater elegance and better proportion overall on a larger dial. It can dominate the 36mm and smaller watches. Here it just seems like a practical magnification device, not the single defining feature of the dial. Of course, this being a double quickset Day-Date, features the ability to cycle the date and the day individually. See how the date remains the same? So you have that double quickset function to rapidly cycle and correct the watch. You also have stop seconds. Pull the crown out all the way, and it stops. You can set the watch precisely. Screw it all down, 100 meters water resistant. Powering this watch with a 70-hour power reserve, Rolex manufacturer caliber 3255, stop seconds, double quickset, COSC chronometer, 70-hour power reserve, Rolex Chronergy escapement with Leica etched components. That escapement is Rolex's answer to the Omega coaxial. You have a reprofiled barrel with a reprofiled mainspring to extend the power reserve along with Chronergy from 48 hours to 70 hours. You have a 28 8-beat rate, 31 joules, a full balance bridge with a free sprung balance for shock resistance. You have a parachrom blue, niobium zirconium blue oxidized and thus anti-corrosive hairspring alloy that's highly anti-magnetic, and then you have a overcoil architecture, a Breguet overcoil for the hairspring. So in any position, the watch will ensure concentric beating of the hairspring and even-handed timekeeping. It won't gain, it won't lose. The watch is adjusted to meet the COSC chronometer standard. It earns the chronometer certificate. Rolex then cases up the movement and tests it as a fully assembled watch to no worse than -2 + 2 seconds per day, which is far beyond the COSC's -4 + 6. And remember, COSC chronometer only means the movement was certified. Superlative chronometer means a fully cased up watch test beyond the chronometer norms. See this one and make it yours on the Watchbox.